Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Garden State Film Festival 2025. My name is Ming Chen.
CJ Cullen.
We are live at the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge inside the Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel, Asbury Park, my friends. Usually, fun, sun, and there are people out there on the beach.
Yeah, I heard it's packed out there.
Yeah, they think they're living it right. They're not.
Yeah.
They should be here watching films at the Garden State Film Festival. Or you can do both.
You can do both.
They're
all taking breaks. Filmmakers are right outside the door.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're all drinking at the bar out there.
Yeah.
You gotta love it, right?
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it. Well, we got filmmakers in here. Awesome filmmakers. Let's introduce all of them. We'll start here to my left. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ryan Matteo. I'm the director, editor, composer, and writer of Shades of Blue.
That's awesome. Everything. Almost everything.
Yeah.
Almost everything. But who do we have to your left?
My name is Max O'Reilly. I didn't do much on Shades of Blue, but me and Ryan like to write and direct movies together.
Okay. Did you do anything on Shades of Blue?
Audio, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Give yourself some credit, man.
You acted too.
Audio on Shades
He
of
held
Blue.
my
You were an
mic.
actor also.
He was
You
an
acted.
actor.
You're in it. There you go.
Very small role, yes.
Yeah. And to your left.
I am Owen Anakeriko. I was the lead role in Shades of Blue. I was Alan on set.
Amazing. And then to
Amazing.
our right, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Tanner Grigoli. I was supposed to be involved with the shooting of Shades of Blue. However, I broke my leg playing soccer, so I was not able to be involved. But I was supposed to do audio.
Tanner helped me out with editing.
Okay, so you did post-production.
I did
editing.
editing.
Yeah, so you're involved as well. Can you tell everybody about Shades of Blue?
Yeah, so Shades of Blue was for our 2-minute film project.
Okay.
We're seniors at Communication High School.
I know it well. My daughter went there. Yeah, she was. Did you know her? Maybe
Chen.
you know Lillian Chen.
Yeah.
All right, my man, right here.
She
Okay.
played the plant.
We were in the musical
Little Shop
together,
of Horror.
Little Shop.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, my daughter played Seymour. She animated
was
Seymour.
really
Yeah,
cool.
That's cool. Yeah, tell us about Shades of Blue.
But yeah, so this was for our 2-minute film project. So we just had to come up with a full story in just 2 minutes. And so we usually do stuff that's considered more comedic or funny or not serious at all.
I mean, it's more fun, right?
Yeah. So for this project, I kind of wanted to try something a little more serious, a little less. I mean, obviously this film isn't very funny,
Blue.
but I wanted to do something to kind of just show I can really do something good and not just stupid with my movies. And so we put it together and it turned out really good.
That's all. What's it about? Can you? Is there?
So yeah, it's about this kid named Alan who sees his ex-girlfriend Sienna on the beach, and so he goes. They broke up an undisclosed amount of time beforehand, and they kind of just recap the events of their relationships, and we see both of their perspectives on why things ended. And in the end, Alan leaves and he has to move on from her.
Wow, and you were able to convey that in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
How hard was that? Because that's not a lot of time.
It wasn't easy. Because there's really only I had to do a lot of flashbacks, obviously. Sure. So initially there were 4 or 5 ideas for date flashbacks, but then I eventually cut it down to 3.
Okay.
We shot 4 of them.
We had there was a lot of shots that really didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I think purely because of time constraint reasons, and so we just kind of had to pick the best of the best. That's
How was acting in the film?
Scene.
Yeah, it was acting.
How was acting it?
So obviously you don't get to there's not a lot of time to really put a lot of character into these into your roles. So you have to pick and choose how you really convey which emotion where.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of it's kind of a balance you have to strike. I
Yeah,
think.
for sure. Did you screen this morning?
Yeah, we screened this morning in
and there's a
AL3.
student film block,
student.
right? How did it go?
It was good. It played towards the end, and I thought most of the films were actually really good. So ours played toward the end, and people liked it. It got the reaction that we
You said
wanted.
you also did the score. How did you come up with the score?
Yeah,
for it?
So you write, you direct, and you do music as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this song,
Triple threat.
it kind of just had one piano track that played through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I used a lot of just loops for this.
Right.
But it's just a sad piano track that as different events happen in the story, it kind of goes higher and lower to kind of match the tone of what's happening. For most of the movies that I direct, I like to do the music, and me and Tanner like to do music on a lot of our projects.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was mostly just that one piano track.
That's awesome. So this is a 2-minute film project for school for
Yes.
communications. Did you get graded yet?
Yeah, so this was back in.
And what kind of what'd they give you?
This is back in October.
Okay.
I think I got like a 98, 97.
Okay, well,
on that.
they
Good.
they
Yeah,
took
there you
3
go.
points off for
Three
what?
points.
I don't know where the 3 points came from.
Yeah.
I've never gotten 100 in that class on a project
Okay,
like that.
so whoever the instructor is, I may have even met him.
you
He's
probably
just,
have.
Yeah.
probably,
just taking up points on
I think
principle.
I know who he is. Yeah.
Oh, you know him?
I know
You
him.
know? Okay, so he's kind of all right. He's
He's a cool dude.
he
He's a
won't
cool
give you a
dude.
10. He'll give you the 9.
It's hard to get 100, man. I don't give 100 off.
You don't
to
give
him.
100s?
Like 98s, yeah.
What do you got to do to get 100 in your class?
You gotta be real good.
Like what? Like Scorsese? You got to be like Tarantino?
Just, good enough for the festivals.
Yeah. And how long does it take you to shoot?
We did it all in one day.
Yeah,
so
one day.
We did it.
It was like
from
4 hours.
It's from but it was like 4 hours, but over the course of the day. So we started around 4.
Okay.
And then we did the stuff we shot a scene at my house that we ended up using. We went down to the beach. We got stuff on the Asbury boardwalk.
Yeah.
It's hard
And-
to film on the beach. So do you have any?
Yes, we had
no dialogue. You didn't
there-
have to do anything.
We did. There was
You did?
no wind that day,
Oh.
and it was the luckiest.
Yes.
So lucky.
Like
Oh,
It was a very,
man.
it was
That's
very
hard
good
to
day for
believe.
filming.
It was all real audio on the beach,
Wow.
and we just got incredibly lucky with the
Wow.
with the wind.
Yeah.
very
we
rare.
filmed a thing a few days ago, like last week, where the wind was
Impossible.
just awful.
Yeah, you get nothing.
but
Even with
Do
wind
ADR whenever you film
Yeah.
any movie, any feature film. It's always ADR if they film on a
But
beach.
they just the perfectly clear audio with no wind. It was crazy. So then after that, we took a bit of a break, and then we went to I Play America to do an arcade scene.
Yeah.
So we probably went there around like 8 or 9.
Somewhere around
But
there.
it was just a solid.
Do
one day.
does iPlay, are they friendly to filmmakers, or did you just guerrilla?
we had
Student
we had
filmmakers.
a friend who worked at iPlay America.
Oh,
who
you use
kinda let us in.
connections.
We use the
Use the
connection,
connections,
yeah.
man.
That's the whole thing. If you have young kids on the crew, we were in a park once. We're like, oh, a student film. That's a student. It's his film.
Oh,
Like, go ahead.
no,
Go
okay,
ahead. Go
student
ahead.
film,
Go
you're
ahead.
good.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
Yeah.
the move.
Yeah.
That's
The only scene we didn't film that day was the next morning. We had to get one shot at the
Yeah.
sunrise.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, so you get up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like,
we-
that was
we were
that was a rough
tired,
day.
but
Yeah.
it was and I had to go to work afterwards. It was like, it was a long day.
Yeah,
but
we're kind of privileged though that we can shoot stuff at the beach. Like,
Yeah.
not everybody can do that, which is cool.
and the no wind. I can't even say enough.
That's
just like
crazy,
how lucky
yeah.
we got.
That's-
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often.
Now every time we have any outdoor scenes, it's like you can never use the audio. It's always
Yeah.
so windy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
it's
yeah,
got an
unusable.
ADR. Yeah.
So you shot this in 4 hours, but editing.
Editing.
How long did it take to
Editing,
edit this?
I want to say like because of how short it was, it didn't take too long, but
Okay.
like a week, 2 weeks, not crazy long. I mean,
Yeah.
so we start by just.
It's
piecing
hard to
it
cut it down to 2 minutes.
Yeah. So we started by piecing it together. I think the initial was like 3 minutes, and I was like, all right, we got to cut a whole minute.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, we had to
kind-
cut the whole cookie scene.
the whole
right?
cookie scene,
Yep.
which there was a scene where they made cookies together.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a rough scene anyway, so I think it was probably
Right.
better to get rid of it.
Yeah, not everything will work.
Yeah.
You know,
Would you re-edit it and add more things to it?
I think just exactly how it is how I'd keep
Perfect.
it. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's exactly perfect, but I think I wouldn't want to add anything to it. I think it just came together really well.
I mean, sometimes these constraints that they give you, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good parameter.
We do a 1 minute horror.
Yeah, other-
I teach film too for high school. We do a 1 minute horror.
1 minute horror.
1 minute horror.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, you just filmmakers, they get overindulgent. It's all of a sudden every movie's 3 hours long now. It's like, doesn't need to be that long.
Well, like you say, you're in high school. You got to go from one project to the next.
Yeah.
You don't have much time, so
Yeah.
Gotta be
now,
short.
do you submit everything you make to film festivals?
Usually most of the time. So I submitted part of the assignment was to submit this project to multiple festivals.
Okay.
Like it was submit to 5 festivals. So I put this in obviously Garden State and then in a few other things. But for all my projects, I like to put stuff in. Like last week, one of the movies we directed together, a very Hallmark Christmas. It got into Count Basie and
Yeah.
we won Best Director.
Oh wow,
Which
that's
was very
awesome.
Cool.
Is that in your future? Maybe a Hallmark movie? They do very well, man.
Yeah.
I saw that somewhere. I watched for a lot of film festivals. I saw it somewhere.
A very Hallmark
Oh, you
Christmas.
did?
Yeah.
You just saw the word Hallmark. I gotta watch
Yeah,
this.
I gotta watch
This guy
it,
loves
yeah.
the Hallmark movies.
I do.
It was
Loves
fun.
the
I
Hallmark
like the
movies.
cheesiness sometimes at Christmas time.
Yeah, and one of my other things for like my final project was a 10-minute. It actually just got into a film fest in Canada.
Oh, man,
Couch
congrats,
Film
man.
Fest. Yeah, thank you.
Is this your first entry and acceptance into Garden State?
It is my first. Garden
Congratulations!
State entry, yes,
Congratulations! I don't know if you've submitted other things here. It's not easy to get in here, man.
thank you.
They're-
Yeah, I mean, I looked it up. It was like 15%, which
Yeah.
is like insane.
yeah, that's a very low
And
number.
there's a lot of student films, so
Yeah.
it's hard to get in.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you.
man. I mean, what was it like seeing in front of an audience of people that you didn't know? They were there. They're some of them are tough film critics. Some of them go to a lot of festivals. Some of them see a lot of things. You got pretty positive reaction. What was that like?
Yeah, I think it was very cool. I mean, this one especially is very quiet. Like the reactions aren't going to be like laughter. Like in some of our other projects, like obviously with Hallmark, it's a laugh after every line, basically. And seeing that with an audience is great. With this one, I think you can just kind of feel the audience's reaction from it.
Yeah.
Like people connect with it, or people get like not necessarily sad, but they hits them.
Right, it's emotions. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad like,
Yeah.
They can relate to it. In a way, for a lot of people.
Yeah. Right on. What inspired you to make Shades of Blue? Was it a personal story or just or you're in high school, so stuff like this happens all the time.
So
but
I took pieces of things, but mostly we wanted to aim for something more serious. Was my goal. Was just to go away from our typical comedy genre. But I did take some bits and pieces from things I've done.
Yeah.
Most of it was like made up.
That's cool. You've conquered comedy, and now you're conquering drama. Like,
What's next?
I know what's next.
Running out of time for the school year. So what do you do? One final big
What's
project?
like, maybe horror next.
Yeah. So we just finished our schools. We had a March Madness tournament.
Yeah.
So every week we had to make a new film.
Oh, and was it a bracket system?
Yeah, it was bracket.
Wow.
Wow.
How far are you?
We won.
You won
on Thursday.
Champions right here.
Yes.
Nice.
Holy cow,
With 13
man.
teams. So the first week we did a silent film, and then we did a frat movie.
Yeah.
Which was a comedy, was funny, and then we did a mafia movie, and then we painted him into a genie
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
He acts in all my movies.
He's always the star.
Oh yeah, I mean when you find that one actor you can work with, you go over and over again, man.
He does a great job.
We see it all the time. That's awesome.
What are you doing now that your leg's better?
Yeah.
I do a lot of music stuff, so
Okay, so we'll be seeing your score, maybe some film scores coming up,
potentially.
possibly.
Yeah, I think on most of the ones we did for March Madness, you scored the first
Silent
two. You did the
and
silent film and the frat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what year are you, senior this
Yeah, we're
year?
seniors.
So where are you going off to film school after this?
That's
what's going
where
on?
I want to go. I haven't fully committed yet or decided. I'm kind of in between Ithaca, New York, and
right
then
on.
Montclair.
Right on. All right.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, I've sent many students to Montclair and Ithaca as well.
Yeah, and they both turned out okay. They all turned
Yeah,
out all right.
I know one of them just graduated Ithaca. He's working for Warner Brothers.
Oh, dude. Cool. All right.
Sounds good to me.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. Well, much congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, great job getting in the film festivals. Again, not easy. They're very, very selective. Congrats on going to communications. A fine school. A fine school.
Yeah.
I've done 2 career days there.
Yeah.
And no one has ever gone back to back, but they like me so much they asked
You
me.
got to do.
Then they try to ask me back a third time. I'm like, dude,
Did you podcast with everybody?
we didn't do podcasts. I only had 20 minutes, so I had to
Ah.
tell them why podcasting was awesome. But the third time, like, my kid doesn't even go to school here anymore. They wanted me
Still
back.
wanted to come back.
Yeah, and my favorite thing about communications, pizza bagels. They still have
They
the
got pizza
there
bagels in the morning?
in the cafeteria.
Pizza bagel. I don't
think so.
No?
No,
we've
but
changed
you-
lunch
I
suppliers.
think they
since
might have
then.
given you pizza bagels.
You might have got the
for
pizza
being-
bagel.
Yeah,
It might have
they
been
did.
a secret pizza
Oh,
bagel.
I would
man.
love pizza bagels.
They got rid of the pizza bagels.
They give you a pizza bagel just for you?
It was a whole thing. It's the only reason I went because my daughter promised me pizza bagels. I
Yeah,
went
pizza bagels.
and I went through the line. I got
Yeah.
the pizza bagels, man. It was awesome.
It was
They
just
did-
for you.
No, you remember that? Yes. Remember junior, sophomore? They would do it.
Did that? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Okay,
you could buy
well,
'em. They were good.
yeah,
Yes, I remember.
I
that.
broke
Still
the
feeding
mold.
all
couple
the horses
some
senior
special
year. No more
people,
pizza
yeah.
bagels.
They retired them because of me.
Didn't come
on.
back till they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
seriously, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a great screening, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you back here multiple times. I'm
Hopefully
sure
so.
you'll even when you go
The
to
college
college,
films.
even beyond that, you'll still be making projects and submitting them here. So, yeah, I'm sure this won't be the last we see of you, my friend. So,
Thank you.
yeah, congrats. Your crew is awesome. I'm glad you're all healed up.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I love it. But yeah, check out Shades of Blue. Is there anywhere we can see it after this? Or are you
it's-
gonna put it up on YouTube?
Yeah,
or
it's up
anything?
on YouTube
Okay.
on Hex Studios.
Hex Studios. Okay.
So I can.
Is your Hallmark one on there too?
Hallmark is on there.
Okay,
yes.
dude, we're gonna see your whole library.
Check out
man.
Hallmark. It's good.
Cool.
Cool, man.
Give
Thank,
you a link
thank
or
you, man.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Congrats to all of you guys.
Thanks.
We love it, man. I wish I was. Were you making films in high school? I
Did.
wasn't. I didn't have any money.
But we.
I had no gear.
Oddly enough, we couldn't really get them developed because it was 16 millimeter.
Oh my god.
And by the time it was
How
developed,
old
were,
are we,
oh my
dude?
God, yeah.
We shot on
They
60
did have VHS.
millimeter?
They had VHS.
We-
They had TV
yeah, remember those
production.
big, huge?
Yeah, we had the big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
edit through like a
What
play
did
and
you
record.
did you shoot on iPhones? Did you have
we
cameras?
shot on like actual cameras, so on a Canon camera. I don't
Okay.
know which number.
Yeah.
like a 5 eye? We use 5 eyes, the 7 eyes, 8 eyes.
I'm not actually sure, but
One
then
of
we
those.
use Premiere to edit.
Yeah, perfect. It's awesome. All right, congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Right on. Shades of Blue, everybody, check it out on YouTube if you can't get down here. If you saw it this morning, you were in for a rare treat. The film festival rolls on, man. We're just halfway done with Saturday. Film's going on until 11 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
All day tomorrow. Karaoke tonight,
later.
Awards dinner tomorrow night. All kinds of stuff going on. I think there's a script reading tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they usually
all kinds
do
of
the
stuff
script
going on,
reading.
man. This is like one of the greatest film festivals in the world. I'm glad you guys got in and got to experience it.
They got podcast shows.
Yeah, then we got podcasting. And podcasting. We got pizza. If you guys are hungry, we got all kinds of
the
stuff
rest
here,
of our
man.
pizza there.
But stay tuned, everybody. gsff.org for info. Grab tickets at the door here at the Berkeley. Thank you very much, CJ Cullen.
No
We're
pizza
streaming.
bagels though. We got pizza bagels tomorrow.
No pizza
No pizza
bagels.
bagels.
That's only at Communications, and they got rid of them. So, but we're streaming all day today and tomorrow. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.